Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for Tales of the Walking Dead. We are here to do our first Q&A video for this week for the series leading up to episode 3, and we are also going to talk about our thoughts on the show so far and how we're kind of feeling about it, as well as our predictions on whether or not we will get a season 2.
You have to! Now I want to take us away from here, someplace safe, okay?
You did this. You're sick.
Lydia! Who's there?
Alright guys, this one's going to be doing another video today. This one's going to be doing another video for Tales of the Walking Dead. We are here to do another Q&A video for Tales after the second episode released last night for AMC+. You can now go ahead in the channel and check out the review for episode 2, as well as the predictions video for episode 3. Now, we have had a lot of comments from you guys. I've heard a lot of feedback and a lot of reactions. Yesterday's video had a lot of feedback and comments from you guys, so I appreciate all the love and support from you guys. My goodness, man, Tales of the Walking Dead. Now, I would say there's about 70 to 80%, roughly, that is kind of on my side with this. They say, like, you know, Tales of the Walking Dead, Episode 2 was a real disgrace. It's not what The Walking Dead is about, and blah, 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 right? And then the rest of you guys, there was a decent enough percentage as well, too, I'd say. That said, in yesterday's comments, no, it's a comedy. I mean, I'm going to accept it for what it is. I enjoyed certain elements of the episode, and, obviously there are a share of viewers that are on the other side. Now, obviously, you guys are probably going to ask, like, does your thoughts stand? Does your review stand from yesterday? Is it still a 0 out of 10, Dan? Is it still a low rating? And if anything, I justify my rating even more, to be honest, because I watched the episode again yesterday, because my mom, who watches the Walking Dead universe, I've gotten her into the Walking Dead stuff, she, and this is kind of a funny story for you guys, she was not sure about watching Tales. She didn't like the look of it. And I showed her episode 1, she really enjoyed it, and I showed her episode 2, and she absolutely hated it. And I was like, right? Right? So, yeah, it's, it's really weird, because she actually liked episode 1. She thought it was really good. Episode 2, not so much. And I'm going to tell you right now, Tales of the Walking Dead, and I think this is the biggest problem, and I think this is what this show is kind of failing on, in a way, is I really feel like Tales of the Walking Dead is a failed attempt at a comedy. And here's why I feel like the show's not doing well. Because I know a lot of people say, Dan, you got to understand, they're doing something different, they're doing a comedy, it's something different, you got to kind of give it a chance. I think this is why I'm not exactly sold on this show, is because one second they want you to be laughing, they want to make a funny episode, and then the next week you watch it and it's like Alpha, one of the most like scary villains in the Walking Dead franchise. So, you see what I'm saying? Like, this show doesn't, it's not finding its footing, and I think that's my big problem. And I get that they're anthology based and every single episode is different, but I'm going to tell you right now, and you want to know what a good example of a comedy apocalyptic thing is, go ahead and watch Zombieland. That film, those films, I should say, because there's a second one now, Zombieland is a good approach at a comedic zombie story. They actually do it well, the jokes land, and it's an actual enjoyable film. I know that film gets a lot of hate, but I actually quite enjoy it. I think it's very, very good. But Tales of the Walking Dead, here's the problem, and this is why the comedy is not landing for me, is because the acting is so, I'm sorry to be fully honest, but it's god-awful. Not episode 1. Episode 1, Terry Crews and Olivia Munn. I love those actors. Episode 2, with the Gina and Blair episode, I mean, guys, like, seriously, tell me this is actually good.
It's happening to you too, isn't it? What the hell is going on?
It's not what The Walking Dead is supposed to be. It's not. And honestly, there's nobody that's going to convince me otherwise. I get that a comedy is something you may want to try, but you want to hear something like a good comedy that actually worked in the Walking Dead franchise? How about Rick and Daryl on the road in Season 6, Episode 10, going after Jesus, and this fun music as Daryl's chasing after him? That is how you do comedy in a Walking Dead show. That right there, people, is how the fuck you make me interested in a comedy without making me cringe or wanting to leave, right? So, that's what I want, you know, and this is why I love the main Walking Dead so much, is because it doesn't bullshit around like that. It'll give you funny moments, or it'll give you funny characters, you know, like Jerry or Negan with his one-liners, you know, Abraham, you know, stuff like that. Walking Dead does it tastefully, honestly. It does it perfectly. Or somebody like Princess, you know? They do it realistically. They do it in a way that is enjoyable to the fans, and while at the same time grounding you in reality. Like, holy fuck, like, you know, Lance is gonna kill us. Like, holy shit, you know? That show does it well, and this is why I love Walking Dead so much. Tales of the Walking Dead, it's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. I'm sorry. But first of all, you barely make me care for these characters. You throw in these jokes that the actors are not landing. I'm so sorry to say. And again, it's no offense to the Gina actress and the Blair actress. It just didn't work for them. The dialogue did not blend well with the acting. It really didn't. And like, for example, the scene with Gina in episode 2, where, you know, she's kind of like lashing out at her boss, and she's like, shut up, shut up, okay, I'm gonna go. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Like, seriously, like, honestly, guys, am I supposed to laugh at this? Am I supposed to enjoy the character for this? I'm sorry, but I don't. You want me to laugh? You want me to enjoy a Walking Dead comedy? Give me Princess, goddammit. Give me freaking, you know, Abraham. Give me Negan. Characters that actually have arcs, but can be funny, you know? You can do that. It's easy. It's really not that hard to do. But Tales of the Walking Dead, they're like, let's throw these random freaking people that work in an insurance company. You barely know anything about them aside from she's the boss and she's the secretary. Okay, jokes thrown out there, and there you go. While the world is breaking down, for God's sakes. Like, the episode does not work at all. If anything, it's aging worse for me. And I really wanted to take a second to really, really mention this. Now, as for Season 2, which is the topic of this video, will Tales of the Walking Dead get a second season? And my simple answer to this question is, I think it will. I do think it will. Because, here's the thing. Tales of the Walking Dead, unfortunately, is a show that they already have plans for, right? And World Beyond got 2 seasons. And Tales of the Walking Dead, I mean, here's the thing. Tales of the Walking Dead has already said that they have plans for Season 2. I have heard rumors that there may potentially be a musical episode in Tales of the Walking Dead. So they're going to make a Season 2. They will make a Season 2. Past that is where I'm concerned, and this is where I'm kind of thinking it's going to lie, is if Episode 3 and 4 are as incredible as early reviewers are saying, which I really hope they are. I really want to see this show succeed in some way, shape, or form. Then I think they will make a Season 2, maybe a 3, you know? But if these episodes don't land right, if these episodes really do not accomplish what they're trying to accomplish, yeah, we could be in cancellation territory. Because I'm telling you right now, if we keep getting episodes like Episode 2, this show's not going to survive. It's not going to survive. So now let's hear the opposite. Let's hear the flip side of the coin, if you will. Let's hear some fan reactions. Let's hear some Q&A comments, and let's get into that right now. First one for today comes from Aiden, who says that you saying that Ian and Andrew have met their match is the perfect way to describe Tales of the Walking Dead right now. And they go into a few other details about that as well, too. So, that is genuinely how I feel about Episode 2. Like I said, Episode 1 with Terry Crews, I actually have things from that episode I genuinely enjoy. Episode 2, there's not a second of that episode that I liked. I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys. I really think that this is a Fear the Walking Dead quality episode. I really do. Again, like, you know, Tales of the Walking Dead, you know, they're trying something new, and I can understand that. I can honestly respect them for that. It's just, it's not landing right. And that's unfortunate, because Tales of the Walking Dead, in my opinion, should not have been a series like this. It should have been, and this is, personally for me, because I know a lot of you guys have been asking me, like, okay, well, Dan, you hate this episode so much. What would you do? You know, what would you do to make it better? I'm going to give you a pretty easy answer. I would do what I would fucking promise, you know? I would tell you fans, if I was in charge, I would say, okay guys, we're gonna do a backstory series on old Walking Dead characters, and guess what I would do? I would have one episode, Tyrese and Sasha if you want. One episode, I do another character. One episode, another character. But they would all be characters that we've known and loved on The Walking Dead. There are actors that want to reprise their roles. I've seen it. Don't tell me there isn't. There are actors that want to reprise their role as older characters. And they've never been asked, you know? I would make this show a backstory series. I actually would do the Alpha episode because it looks pretty good. But the other 5, yeah, it would be Walking Dead characters. And I would try to give you guys quality. I would try to give you guys this like scary type vibe for some of these episodes. And I would really make this feel like The Walking Dead. I would. And if anybody's seen my rewrite series, you know that I have rewritten seasons of The Walking Dead before. I do plan, I haven't made this official yet, but if Tales of the Walking Dead continues to go down the route it's going, you might want to expect a rewrite episode for Tales of the Walking Dead Season 1. I might actually go through with it and make my own Tales of the Walking Dead. I might actually do it and do my own version of what Tales of the Walking Dead should be. Like, if I was doing it, what would I do for Tales of the Walking Dead? I actually might do that if this shit keeps up. I'm not even kidding you. Because I know some of you guys have been asking for it. I might do it. I just might. But again, we'll have to see, you know, if we get any more episodes, the quality of episode 2. So, because you guys know me, I would scrap episode 2. Episode 2 would have never existed, honestly. I would have said, yeah, actress Regina and Blair, go home. You guys are good. So, yeah, honestly, there'd be a lot changed, but at least in terms of, you know, writing and Ian and Andrew tier, episode 2 was absolutely Ian and Andrew tier from Fear the Walking Dead. Next one comes from Goes, who says that this episode, they do have a bit of a theory on what's going on with episode 2, and I really wanted to touch base on this one. They think that potentially what might have been going on in this episode is that the opening scene of episode 2 was actually real, and they actually died, and the truck actually blew up. And they were in some sort of like reliving death or whatever, or reliving events, just like Eleven's mother in the Netflix series Stranger Things. And this is a lot of what they think is going on, is that they actually did die in the opening minutes, and they're reliving that moment over and over again because they are dead, right? And that's what's really going on. So, not a bad theory at all, honestly. I really wanted to include this because it really opened my eyes to a potential that this episode could have been. And honestly, that actually makes a lot of sense, is that they could be dead. But here's the problem with that, right? I love your theory. I think your theory is fantastic. But here's the problem. The writers suck, okay? And this is why the writers suck. Just hang on 1 second, right? This is why the writers suck, is because they didn't go through the trouble of telling us what the fuck was going on. They just gave us a simple explanation like, oh yeah, Blair, it's probably in your head. You know, it's probably in your head. You know what would have been a sick reveal is if you find out they actually did die and you're with them reliving shit like that, and this theory right here was true, and at the end of the episode, you see them walking around as zombies, and you're like, oh shit, they were dead. Oh fuck, okay, shit, you know? That would have been interesting. I don't know if I would have loved the episode that much more, but it would have given us a little bit more knowledge. I probably would have dropped like at least a 3-4 out of 10, you know? But no, they didn't even go through the trouble of doing that. They left you confused the whole episode, which therefore makes me not give a shit, right? That's the problem. It made me not give a shit because it doesn't matter. We don't know what the fuck's going on. So, it just doesn't make any sense. And another one comes from Rowdy, who says that there is no way that they were serious, that this was intentional. You have to, on purpose, write this bad to release an episode like this. And I agree 100%. There is no way that they were looking at this and said, like, we've got quality. There's no way. And if they did, holy frig, man. Honestly, what school did you go to for writing? Honestly, what writing school did you go to? So, I don't know. It's really weird. It really doesn't make any sense to me. A script like this and being paid for this, especially, I mean, this is disgraceful, honestly. The fact that somebody wrote this script and got paid for this and made a living off of this. That's just I'm speechless, honestly. That's amazing that like scripts like that nowadays actually pass, honestly. That's the part that shocks me, is that a script like this actually managed to get to TV. It really surprises me. So I don't know, man. Gimple trying to pump out more Walking Dead spin-offs all the time, and you know, it's what it is. It's really weird, really weird too. I really do not understand it at all. And the final one comes from L, who says that, do you think that Alpha in episode 3, so a bit of an episode 3 question here, could she kill the people that were on the boats, and could you also see a situation where we do see, Lydia kind of grow a bond with this woman in this trailer, and Alpha kills her as a result? Now, yes, I absolutely think so, and I also think that Alpha could be responsible for this entire settlement being taken down. I do think so. Again, it's a big question to me on, you know, obviously what pushes Alpha to kill her, right? Because we know that this woman doesn't survive, at least I would assume so, and if she does survive, that would be kind of out of character for Alpha, so that's why I feel like it's gonna happen. Alpha is gonna kill her and claim her daughter back. But my goodness, man, it's gonna be a frigged up episode. I am very much looking forward to it though, because I think so far the vibe of the episode, the tension, the feel of the episode, I think it's gonna be a damn good episode. I really do. Very much looking forward to it. So that is it for this video, guys. Make sure to write in the comment section below, how do you feel about The Walking Dead pulling a comedy? Do you think it's as ridiculous as I do? And that is it for this video, guys. Stay tuned though, guys. Tomorrow, the review for the series finale of Better Call Saul. I am sad just thinking about it, but Better Call Saul comes to an end tomorrow, guys. So stay tuned for the review, and that is it for this video, guys. Make sure, of course, though, if you're new to the channel, make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos for The Walking Dead. Make sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead Reviews on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos on Tales of The Walking Dead. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
I've heard stories. Walkers that can climb walls and open doors. I was never sure if they were just stories